Protection, utilities, luggage, performance. 4 of the most important components and the 4 important things that you have to do on your motorcycle. The most critical, however, is the protection bit. I'm Srijit and I'm going to talk to you today about protection. Be it that beautiful adventure in your garage, that fast sport tourer, the crazy enduro, or even the super fast super sport bike, protection is a must-have. And on these guys, when you look at these 3, which is the adventure, the sport tourers, you will look at basically a crash bar system. Sliders don't work on these guys. We are too high to have a slider to protect a lot of things on these bikes, which is why we go into crash bars. Now, when you look at this guy here, you will see that it's a 2-stage crash bar. Considering the weight and the speed these guys can carry on trails, yeah, you need to split the impact into 2 different layers to make sure that everything is strong and nothing is broken on this. You have a little bit low set, but absolutely perfect in terms of design. On the sport tourers, you're going to have them a little lower, like the multi-stradas, be it this. You will also have a lot of Versus 1000s you must have seen around you. They all have a low set engine guard. The reason is because, one, of course, these bikes do not go trail, and when on the road, even if they are lower, the outermost part of the bike is covered and protected. To support this, you always, as you can see, need to add the world's best Barkbuster handguards. To actually look on this side of this bike, you will see that this bike has gone through a proper fall in Kaza. The Barkbuster has taken a solid impact, and not just the Barkbuster. You see scratches on the engine guard, the tank guard, and even the engine head. Surprisingly, nothing happened, and of course that is because of the right protection done, and these guys have no competitor or nothing as a replacement because they stand as the best in terms of protecting your handbars. When you look at these 2, the third most important part is, of course, down here, the Radiator Guards. From here, being the Wunderlich to Evotech to even Zana on the 390 Adventure, these guys make sure that the muck thrown from your tires or anything that's on the road that's going to splatter into your radiator fins does not happen, making sure your bike and your radiator is safe so you don't have that shutdown, which could be scary. So that's the major protection. You're looking at some tiny part here. You will see that they're on both the motorcycles, but not on the Sport Tourer. Primarily, these are meant to make sure that your headlights are safe, easy to open and to clean mid-trail, even if you have muck inside. But they are meant to protect you from that aggressive off-roading guy or trail guy in front who's going to throw a lot of rocks, a lot of dirt when he's doing that slush ride. So yes, this is very important, and these are very expensive too. But now let's look at the small tiny bits. You have fork sliders, you have rear sliders, you've got ABS protectors, you've got caliper guards, you have brake caliper guards, you have brake reservoir guards, a lot of other tiny accessories that load as well. But these are all critical components, and eventually what we get to is what you think is critical. Let's put it this way. If there is any part in the motorcycle which, if taken damage, can shut down the usage of that bike, protect it. Not everything on the motorcycle, of course, but there are critical components that you need to protect. Like even if you look at the 850, you look at the 1250 GS, GSAs, there's a side stand switch that's sitting right outside the side stand, and that's exposed. A tiny part of that can also cause a major problem when you're riding out and if it's not protected. Stay tuned. I'm going to definitely do another video. This is not going to be enough to tell you what exactly goes on these kind of motorcycles, or even the super sports. From the fact that you can't put a bash plate on that bike, how do you protect your downpipes? How do you protect the handguards? Barkbusters don't work on that. You need bar end protectors, the lever and clutch protectors. Thank you very much for watching. Stay tuned for more. I'm Srijit, signing off.